everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes. And today in this video, I'm going to share with you guys a story about how I was nice enough to loan one of my friends my rain poncho because she didn't have a hood on her for her raincoat. And it made me feel good because I had an extra rain poncho and I didn't even need it because I already had a hood on my raincoat, but she didn't have a hood, so I was nice enough to give her my rain poncho. So this is a story just to let you guys know, if it's raining outside and someone doesn't bring a raincoat, or like they don't have an umbrella to protect their head or a hood to protect their heads, and you have an extra item like an umbrella or like a rain poncho or a spare raincoat, just give it to them because then they can protect themselves from the rain. And it's never good to get stuck in the rain without anything to keep yourself from getting wet. So I thought this would be a good video just to teach you guys how to be considerate for your friends when they don't have something and they're stuck in the rain and they want to protect themselves from getting wet, and how if you have something you can just loan it to them, even especially if you don't even need it and you just brought it with you. It shows that you can be a good friend, and it shows that you care about your friends. So I'm going to get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I hope you learn some consideration and how to be a good friend. So I think this started maybe about 22 or 23 years ago. I was in the third grade, or second or third grade, one of those years, I don't remember which one, but I was on a field trip to the Marine Mammal Center with my whole third grade class, and we were having a lot of fun. And we really enjoyed the field trip. We got to see so many different seals, and they were so incredibly cute. And we just had a really good time and enjoyed it. And then as we're leaving the center, it starts to begin to rain. And luckily, I think it said on the field trip notice that to bring raincoats because it was going to be raining, and it was kind of like a last minute thing. Oh no, it wasn't last minute. It said on the field trip permission slip that we needed to bring raincoats just in case of rain. And at that time I didn't really watch the news, so I didn't know if it was going to rain, but luckily I did bring a raincoat, and I had a hood on my raincoat, and I had an extra rain poncho with me just in case I didn't want to put my hood on my head for my raincoat. So then all of a sudden, my friend has her jacket over her head because she doesn't have a hood, her raincoat over her head because she doesn't have a hood on her raincoat, because she was wearing a blue raincoat with a detached hood. It had one of those snap button hoods where you could take them off and everything. And that's what they made when I was a kid. I'm not sure if they still make them nowadays, but my friend was pulling her jacket over her head. I started to feel really bad, and so I go through my backpack and I pull out my rain poncho, and so I give it to my friend because I figured she needed it more than I did. And so I said, take it, here, you're pulling your jacket over your head. So I give my friend my rain poncho, and she puts it on and puts the hood of the poncho over her head. And she said, thank you, Mena. And I'm like, you're welcome. And my teacher said, you're such a good friend, Mena. That was so nice of you to give your friend the rain poncho because she didn't have a hood on her head. And I just felt really good about that because I didn't want my friend to get sick from the rain, and I didn't want her to walk around with her head getting soaking wet. And it made me feel good just to know that she was protecting herself from the rain, and she had something to keep herself protected from the rain, because she didn't have a hood on her coat or an umbrella to keep herself dry. So I figured my rain poncho would probably do her some good. So during the entire field trip, my teacher takes everybody into a place that's dry so then we can all get out of the rain. I think there was like a nearby visitor's place or something for the Marine Mammal Center. I can't remember, but she took us in somewhere where we could all get out of the rain and stay dry, and it also was a good place for us to eat our lunches because we had brought lunches with us because we weren't going to go back to school for lunch, and we started like eating our food when we were inside the building of the Marine Mammal Center so we could stay dry. And my friend gives me a hug and thanks me for loaning her my rain poncho, and it made me feel good to know that I was able to help her out and keep her dry, and I felt like such a good friend that day. So the moral of the story is, if you see somebody who doesn't have any type of rain gear on to protect themselves, whether they don't have a hood for their jacket or an umbrella to keep their heads dry, and you have something like a spare raincoat or a spare umbrella, loan your friend the spare umbrella or the raincoat so then they can keep themselves dry, and if you're not even using it, they can put some use into it and keep themselves protected from the rain. And it'll make you feel good that you're helping your friend out, and your friend will feel good because then they won't get wet or sick from the rain. So if you have anything spare that you're not using, you can always loan it to your friend to keep themselves dry while they're in the rain. So that was a story about how I loaned my friend my rain poncho because she didn't have a hood. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Goodbye!